top focus tonight, the showdown in Parliament. Now, in the Lok Sabha, the motion of thanks to President Draupadi Murmu was passed without the Prime Minister's reply and without the leader of the opposition being allowed to complete his speech. Probably the first time that has happened in parliamentary history. But the Prime Minister did speak today in the Rajya Sabha. This amidst opposition sloganeering and eventually a walkout by the Congress in the middle of the speech. Other parties like the Trinamool had walked out earlier. Tonight, we start with excerpts from the Prime Minister's speech that targeted the Congress and the Gandhi family in particular, along with the Trinamool that is its main opponent in Bengal and the DMK in Tamil Nadu. Take a look at Prime Minister Modi's speech, highlights of it, before we come to our face-off.
मोहब्बत की दुकान खोलने वाले मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी के नारे लगा रहे हैं जी। ये कौन सी मोहब्बत की दुकान है जो देश के ही किसी नागरिक के कब्र खोदने के सपने देखती हो? ये कौन सा संविधान से उन्होंने सीखा है जो देश के ही किसी नागरिक के कब्र खोदने की बात करते हो? क्या ये संविधान का अपमान नहीं है? क्या ये मानवता का अपमान नहीं है? क्या ये सार्वजनिक जीवन की मर्यादाओं का अपमान नहीं है? और उनको इसका कोई खेद नहीं है। आदरणीय सभापति जी, ये मोदी की कब्र क्यों खोदना चाहते हैं? ये सिर्फ नारा नहीं है, ये इनके भीतर पड़ी हुई नफरत का प्रतिबिंब है, इसकी अभिव्यक्ति है। और वे इसलिए हैं, हमने 370 की दीवार गिरा दी, इसलिए मोदी की कब्र खोदना चाहते हैं। हमने नॉर्थ ईस्ट में बम बंदूक और आतंक का जो छाया बना रहता था, नॉर्थ ईस्ट में शांति और विकास का राह अपनाई, इसलिए वो मोदी की कब्र खोदने पर सोच रहे हैं। पाकिस्तानी आतंकियों को घर में घुस करके जवाब देते हैं, इसलिए मोदी की कब्र खोदने की बात कर रहे हैं। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर करते हैं, इसकी उनको परेशानी होती है और इसलिए वो मोदी की कब्र खोदते हैं। कांग्रेस के शातिर दिमाग जिनका है, ऐसे एक युवराज ने उनको गद्दार कह दिया। अहंकार कितनी सातवें आसमान पर पहुंच चुका है इनका। और कांग्रेस को छोड़कर के कितने ही लोग निकले हैं, कांग्रेस के कितने टुकड़े हुए हैं, कई लोग दूसरे दलों में गए हैं, लेकिन औरों को तो किसी को गद्दार नहीं कहा उन्होंने। लेकिन कल सांसद को गद्दार इसलिए कहा क्योंकि वो सिख थे। ये सिखों का अपमान था, ये गुरुओं का अपमान था। और कांग्रेस के अंदर जो कूट कूट करके सिखों के प्रति नफरत भरी पड़ी है ना, उसका वो अभिव्यक्ति थी। नेहरू जी से पूछा कि उनके सामने कितनी समस्याएं हैं, तो उन्होंने उत्तर दिया था 35 करोड़। नेहरू जी ने जवाब दिया था कि उनके सामने कितनी समस्याएं हैं, बोले 35 करोड़। उस समय हमारे देश की जनसंख्या थी 35 करोड़। अब आगे देखिए, 35 करोड़ देशवासी नेहरू जी को समस्या लगते थे। ऐसा कोई मुखिया हो सकता है क्या जी? और इस बात का उदाहरण देते हुए इंदिरा जी ने आगे कहा कि आज देश की जनसंख्या 57 करोड़ है, इसलिए मेरी समस्याओं की संख्या भी उतनी ही बड़ी है। यानी पिताजी को 35 करोड़ समस्या वाले देशवासी लगते थे, अब 57 करोड़ उनको समस्या। कोई ऐसा हो सकता है जो अपने ही देशवासियों को समस्या माने? आदरणीय सभापति जी, मेरे कई कोटेशन मिलेंगे। मैंने दुनिया के सामने कहा है, देश के सामने कहा है, और कहा है इसलिए नहीं, ये मेरा कन्विक्शन है। अरे चुनौतियां कितनी ही क्यों ना हो, 140 करोड़ समाधान हमारे पास है। चोरी करना जिनका पुश्तैनी धंधा है, जिन्होंने एक गुजराती की सरनेम भी चुरा ली, महात्मा गांधी की सरनेम चुरा ली, ये लोग और देश की जनता इतनी समझदार ऐसी ऐसी पटक देती है तो लोगों को।
जितने भी रूल्स और रेगुलेशंस है उसी के तहत हम बात कर रहे थे। हम कोई हंगामा नहीं कर रहे थे या हम जाके उनको डिस्टर्ब भी नहीं कर रहे थे, लेकिन उन्होंने ये ठान लिया है दोनों अपोजिशन लीडर को बात करने नहीं देना, लोकसभा में भी और राज्यसभा में भी। ये लोग हमारे पार्टी को और हमारे नेताओं को अपमान करने का काम करते हैं, इसलिए हम कंडम किए हैं, हमको बात भी करने नहीं दिए। इसीलिए सारे पार्टी के नेता लोग ये तय किए कि अगर वो बात करने नहीं देते तो हम लोग वॉकआउट करना चाहिए, प्रोटेस्ट करना चाहिए।
Opposition walking out, the Prime Minister targeting the Gandhi-Nehru family. Who won this round, Prime Minister Modi or the opposition? Was the leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, silenced in the Lok Sabha? Does the opposition decision to walk out give a walkover for the Prime Minister? Joining me now in our face-off tonight, Jyoti Senimalai is Lok Sabha MP Congress, and Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi is MP Rajya Sabha, national spokesperson of the BJP. I want to come to you, Sudhanshu ji, because we just heard the Prime Minister at some length. An attack on Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru, Sudhanshu Trivedi, died in 1964. We are now in 2026. That's 62 years later. What is the need in every speech for the Prime Minister to invoke Jawaharlal Nehru? It almost seems as if Nehru obsession has not gone away. Talk about issues of today rather than talk about what Nehru did or didn't do in the 1950s and 60s.
Rajdeep ji, I would like to further expand your stance. It's not that Jawaharlal Nehru died in 1964. I would like to go further back. Jawaharlal Nehru was party president in 1930 and Motilal Nehru was party president in 1920. And still, what is the need of Congress party sticking to their family? After 1 century, the high command of the Congress party is still the same family. So you are sticking to that, not we are sticking to that. And on the other side, whenever you try to speak, the problem is the impact of Nehru-Gandhi family is so vast, so all-pervading in the Indian politics that whatever you will pick up the issue of Sardar Patel, the Nehru will emerge. You will pick up the issue of Ram Mandir, Nehru will emerge. You will pick up the issue of Subhash Chandra Bose, Nehru will emerge. You will pick up the issue of Somnath, Nehru will emerge. You will pick up the issue of Nehruvian model, Nehru will emerge. And one thing I would like to ask, through your program, Congress officially abandoned the Nehru's social economic model. The socialist economical Nehruvian model was dismantled and destroyed in 1992 along with the Babri structure. But why they are not ready to accept today? Yes, that model was wrong. No, that was right. So the problem is with them, not with us. They keep on harping on the issues which Nehruji has raised. And again, I would like to say, if you want to put up the issue of General Narvane's non-published book through an unverified source, because you know that on the floor of the House, the media report is not considered a substantive source. And then you are saying that this is your right. No. Politically speaking, we would have allowed Rahul Gandhi to speak because whenever he speaks, he gives a point in favor of Bharatiya Janata Party. But it was not the issue of political scoring a point. It was an issue of constitutional validity and following the procedure in strict technical adherence, which was not there. And if you want to rake up the issue, Rajdeep ji, I have mentioned today that when you are trying to say like this, on 19th November 1962, Jawaharlal Nehru ji has written a letter to Kennedy that I want a squadron of B-2 bombers and we are not having pilot. You give the pilot, you give the technicians, you give the radar persons, and you take the command in a way. And when B.K. Nehru, who was the ambassador of India in America and who was also the nephew of Jawaharlal Nehru, यानी चाचा जी के असली भतीजे वही थे, उन्होंने अपनी किताब में लिखा है नाइस गाइज फिनिश सेकंड. उस बुक में उन्होंने लिखा कि when I was going to give this letter, I was so ashamed. I was so ashamed when I was giving to the advisor of the then President of America. When I came back in the car, I couldn't stop from weeping.
If you question Prime Minister Modi and the government in what they have done or not done vis-a-vis China, you will rake 1962 up. Am I correct? For you, Jawaharlal Nehru still haunts you.
No.
Somewhere you believe every time Congress rakes up an issue linked to national security, you will then bring up 1962 and Jawaharlal Nehru.
Just one thing. It's not Nehru haunts us. It is Nehru haunts Congress. We rake up the issues of those Congress leaders. Subhash Chandra Bose was Congress leader. Congress doesn't want to associate with them. Sardar Patel was Congress leader. They doesn't want to associate with them. Prime Minister Modi has given Bharat Ratna to Pranab Mukherjee. He was a Congress leader. They do not want to associate with them. He has given Bharat Ratna to Madan Mohan Malviya. He was Congress leader. You do not want to attach with them. Even Prime Minister has given Padma Award to Tarun Gogoi, to S.C. Zamir, to P.V. Narasimha Rao, who was a Congress leader. The problem is that the Nehru family haunts to the Congress. And it is creating a haunting situation for them. They are not ready to look at the achievement of any other person, any other prime minister, any other leader in their party except the family. So family is haunting their mindset, not our.
I've heard you patiently. Jyoti Mani, respond to what you're hearing. According to the BJP, the Prime Minister raises Jawaharlal Nehru, Indira Gandhi because you're still haunted. The Congress is haunted by Nehru-Gandhi legacy, which is why you have Rahul Gandhi as your leader, and therefore the Prime Minister, according to them, is only justified in targeting you.
Hope, Rajdeep ji, you will give the same uninterrupted time to me as well. See, why should we are haunted by Nehru ji? Because the Gandhi family sacrificed even their lives for the country. Nehruji spent majority of his life in jail, while the current BJP's forefathers actually nailed down in front of British and become a traitors to this country. Second thing, so what is the real issue today? The real issue is there is a Indo-American trade deal. In the trade deal was announced by the US President, where Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, without his ministerial colleagues knowing, sold out this country to Trump because to save his own interest, Mr. Adani's interest and BJP interest. So he sold out our farmers, he sold out our MSME. How come you haven't seen this, what not only Trump's tweet, their agriculture secretary tweet. So he says, actually India is a huge market. Our agriculture deficit will go because India has opened its market. Tell me how Indian farmers will stand in front of American goods. Narendra Modi, over a phone call, completely destroyed entire India and Indian farmers. So what we expect today, the Prime Minister of the country will speak in the floor of the Parliament. There is a deal which announced by the Trump. He is actually claiming so many controversial points, which Prime Minister Narendra Modi is keeping silence till now, except that 18%. Earlier it was 2 to 3%.
No, but why could you not, ma'am, I've listened to you. Why could you not, ma'am, instead of walking out of Parliament, you could have raised this. Jyoti Mani ji, you could have raised this issue instead of walking out. This is precise. You could have get out the Prime Minister on this.
I'm coming to the point. Leader of opposition. No, listen. Leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi ji, wanted to raise the same issue. Not only Naravane issue is very clear. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is afraid of China. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is afraid of US. Now Prime Minister Narendra Modi is afraid of women Congress MPs also. The fear is crippled the Prime Minister. That's what I would like to make a point. The fear is completely crippled the Prime Minister. He is the weakest Prime Minister in the independence India's history. So that is why he does not want to talk about real issues. He wants to go on and on bashing Gandhi family. We are used to it. We know Gandhi family is respected beyond political differences. They actually sacrifice their entire life. They built this nation. So we don't care what Prime Minister Narendra Modi is saying about Gandhi family and the Congress party, because we stood by this country and sacrificed everything. Still we fighting to uphold the values of this country. But Prime Minister Narendra Modi is not ready to answer single thing. Why his name is figured out in the Epstein files? Why his minister Rajdeep Sardesai's name is figured out in the Epstein file? Epstein file is not something very simple. It was released by a US department. In this, Epstein is a pedophile. Actually, he is a criminal. Someone is using the young girls for a young girl and supply to many leaders. So many leaders' names and figure out in the list. But why Narendra Modi's name is present there? Why Rajdeep Singh Puri's name is present? Why don't Prime Minister answer those things in the Parliament?
Okay, you made your point.
Why are you stopping Rahul Gandhi to speak from all these real issues?
I've heard you now. You know, Rahul Gandhi is another issue, whether the speaker should have allowed him to speak, because Rahul Gandhi began his speech with Naravne. Had he begun his speech maybe with some of the other issues like the trade deal that you mentioned, it might have been possible for him to speak on those issues.
Dictate, Rajdeep, that
okay,
it's not me. What we will speak.
The speaker made a ruling, ma'am.
You are the government.
I am not dictating.
No one to dictate us what we are supposed to speak.
The speaker, at the end of the day, whether you like him or not, makes these rulings. But let's focus on what you've said and let Sudhanshu respond. Sudhanshu Trivedi, the Congress's charges, and they put up placards, Narendra surrender. And they have said because of the Epstein files becoming a hot potato, because of Gautam Adani and the SEC rulings in America, according to the Congress, the government is surrendering to America. The government doesn't want to talk about what happened with China on the border, and therefore they bring in other issues as a diversion. This is the Congress's claim. I'm showing those posters. Your response.
The statement made by our opponent Congress MP it is an example of the height of prejudice presumption to the extent of perversion. Why I am saying like this? When there is no detail of Indo-US nuclear deal, on the floor of the House, Commerce Minister has said that we have protected the interest of our farmers and dairies. If still you are having problem, then it's okay. It's your right. Then you show the base. From where the source is coming. Have you seen the details of the news? On the contrary, Commerce Minister had said that whenever the final contours will be decided, it will be told to everybody. Now come to the second point. On the issue of Epstein files, I am unable to understand that why a perverted, charge-sheeted criminal who is a suspicious, conspicuous is being consistently mentioned on the floor of the House. This is an utter disrespect to the August House.
No, but why should your union minister be in touch with him? Your union, there are emails where your union, just a minute, ma'am. There are union ministers in touch with, no, Jyoti Mani ji, please allow me to anchor. If your union minister's name is coming up, the government should issue a clear clarification. Why no clarification?
Prime Minister name
no, Jyoti Mani ji, please, you cannot interfere.
When anything officially comes, then the official reaction is required. At present, as far as Prime Minister is concerned, not even a single email, not even a single telephone call, not even a single text message, not even a single meeting. And still, the leader of the opposition is saying that he was singing and dancing. Sir, there was only one song that is sang, that was the national anthem of India in Israel, because 2017 Prime Minister visit was a totally official visit, and each and every minute is officially documented. They might have thinking that the national anthem was just a singing, like at the time of Ram Mandir opening. They were saying कि नाच गाना हो रहा था, तो हो सकता है भारत के राष्ट्रगान में भी उनको गाना नजर आ रहा हो. This is up to them. But I want to ask, not even a single email, not even a single text message, not even a single phone call, not even a single meeting, still you want to rely on a charge-sheeted, perverted criminal. This shows the prejudice against Prime Minister Modi to the extent of perversion. That is a fundamental problem. And one more thing I would like to add. मतलब कम से कम ज्योति मनी जी
No.
सही तो बोल रही हैं कि इंडो-यूएस डील का मामला उठाना चाहिए था, बट द ट्यूटर्स ऑफ राहुल गांधी जी ऑलरेडी गिवन द इशू ऑफ द बुक ऑफ नरवणे, अनपब्लिश्ड बुक ऑफ नरवणे, सो ही वेंट अपॉन दैट with the prescribed format. He didn't thought out that the new issue has erupted in the last 48 hours. He was there. Whatever
You know
is
that-
dictated
you know the point-
by
okay,
sources, now I have to go on that. I do not want to apply the
Ma'am,
main.
okay, good point. Can I, Jyoti Mani ji, if Rahul Gandhi wanted to raise all these issues that he's raising outside Parliament, whether it's the Epstein files, whether it is the alleged surrender to America, he could have done all of this on the floor of the House. He decided after the first day, after the speaker had ruled out and said you cannot raise Naravne, he insisted on raising it on second day, on third day, and then you say he's not being allowed to speak. The point is, Jyoti Mani, sometimes you have to also accept in Parliament that howsoever high you are, whether you like it or not, the speaker is above you. You gave the floor as a result to the BJP and the Prime Minister. Rahul Gandhi could have made an equally strong 1 hour speech.
Rajdeep ji, I already pointed out this. Will the speaker will decide, or the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, or the Bharatiya Janata Party will decide what Rahul Gandhi will speak in the Parliament, or which is his first point, second point, third point. They will dictate term to us. It's a party hour. He is a floor leader. He is a leader of opposition. He is a leader of this country. He will know what he will speak, when he will speak, what should he will speak. So, who is the speaker? Speaker does not have any power to dictate term to any member what we should speak. Not only leader of opposition, even some normal MP like me. Speaker do not have power to dictate terms. So, that's what we are saying. Speaker is completely biased. Speaker runs the house on behalf of a BJP. That day also,
Madam,
it was,
Speaker today
Prime
said,
Minister
Jyoti Mani
indicated
ji,
something to the Home
Jyoti Mani
Minister.
ji, just
Then
a
the
minute.
Home Minister
Speaker
and the
today said,
Defense Minister.
Madam, 1 minute. Speaker today said that
interrupted
you are going to
Rahul ji.
physically attack the Prime Minister. That's what the Speaker has
Yeah,
gone
I
on
will
record
answer
to
this.
say. Please answer.
Yeah, I want to answer. So, yeah, this is laughable, Rajdeep ji. See, this shows how speaker behave in the Lok Sabha. See, we are the MPs, some women MPs. We are protesting for the last 4 days. We want leader of opposition to speak. Not only we, all the India Alliance partners are firmly with us because that is why they don't want to speak, because leader of opposition Rahul ji was not allowed to speak. Rahul ji was coming to the Parliament and trying to speak 4 days. He was not allowed. Top of that, this Nishikant Dubey was being instigated by the top high command of the BJP and talking such a derogatory, awkward, ugly things about the former Prime Minister in this country. We went to the Speaker. The Speaker said, 4 o'clock you will come, I will do something. Then 4 o'clock we went. He said, I told the government didn't come back to me. Then who ran this house? Obviously, Speaker conceded that Speaker is not running the house. The top of the government is running the house. That's what our charges is. The Speaker is forced to say unbelievable, laughable lies even for against women
You're
MPs.
calling it,
Tell
okay,
me,
ma'am.
Rajdeep,
I've heard you, ma'am.
Am I looking like someone who's... Yeah.
I've heard you.
No, am I looking like someone who go and attack the Prime Minister? Because they are women. They can't stand women raising questions. Woman is protesting against the Prime Minister. Woman is protesting against the ruling party. They can't stand women. That is because their ideology is against women.
I've heard you.
That is why actually they are making this kind of absurd allegation
I'm
against
playing the role of
that
the
shows
speaker,
their characters, not
trying
ours.
to give equal time. Okay, you're saying it shows their character. There's one point though, Sudhanshu Trivedi, which troubled me today. Prime Minister used the reference that Rahul Gandhi made to Ravinder Bittu, his former colleague, where he had called him a traitor. And Prime Minister said, "Ye Gaddar versus Sardar hai, Sardaro ka apman hai." Now, when you say that, don't you think these are statements which perhaps don't reflect statesmanship? They are playing to the gallery. This is whatever else the Congress has done, and for 1984, the Congress deserves to be completely condemned. Let's be clear, for the anti-Sikh riots that took place, Congress has blood on its hands. I'm very clear on that. But the same Congress had Manmohan Singh as Prime Minister for 10 years. Today now, based on what happened outside, it appeared to me as an outsider as banter. One person called other Desh ka Dushman, one said traitor. To now rake it up and say Sabhi Sardaro ka apman hua hai, is this something that only is meant to inflame passions? Should the Prime Minister have even got into it? It happened outside the House.
Okay. Uh, Rajdeep, I will answer both the things, your question and also on the issue of what Jyoti Maniji has spoken. She is saying that the women MPs were making their issue okay, no problem. Then you can enter in the well, okay, no problem. Then why you come to the side of treasuries? And then you're having a banner and a shield of women MPs and then try to enter into the benches of treasuries. How this can be a right? Your right can be the protest from your own seat, from the own area. You cannot enter there. And I would like to ask that putting the shield of women with the banners in the hand, which is prohibited in the parliament, from where you have got the idea? From Shaheen Bagh or Gaza? This is the same model which has been used in Shaheen Bagh or other protests that put a shield of women with a banner and keep on moving ahead. So they try to create a Shaheen Bagh on the floor of the Lok Sabha. This is my allegation. And one more thing I would like to say. Now, what you have said about the Sardar issue. Rajdeep ji, if there is a personal conflict between two persons and the caste of one person is sued, so suddenly the Congress said, oh, it's attack on Dalits. Okay. If there is a personal conflict between two persons and one is Muslim, oh, it's attack on Muslims. And even if a Muslim is a criminal and a terrorist, and he is being hanged by the due process of law, oh, it's an attack on Muslims. And when you are saying...
This is wrong, Rajdeep ji. You should not allow this. How can you use this word like this? Rajdeep ji, this is very unacceptable using such kind of words.
No, this is wrong. Laid down his life. Don't shout.
No, this is wrong. How can you use that word?
Just one-on-one debate.
On one religion.
Need not to shout.
No, it's not about one.
This is wrong, Rajdeep.
I have asked him a question. I have asked him a question, madam. Ma'am, he should be allowed to complete and then I'm coming to you. Finish up in 30 seconds, Sudhanshu ji.
He can't use such language.
Okay.
This is one-on-one debate. There is no need of heckling.
Madam, 1 minute. Yes, finish up, Sudhanshu.
No, we are not heckling. You just...
You wait for your turn and it destroy my argument. But wait for your turn.
I'll let you speak.
So,
go ahead, finish up. Okay, you opposed it. I've taken your opposition on record. Now put down a fader. Yeah, go ahead. Finish up, Sudhanshu. Was this the kind of statement the Prime Minister should make? Is it not dangerous and inflammatory?
Bittu belongs to the family of Beyan Singh, Chief Minister. Suniye, but he represents the family of Beyan Singh ji, who has laid down his life for the country and not taken any Bharat Ratna. And you have humiliated Amrinder Singh, who was the only Chief Minister who was capable of stopping the Modi wave in the entire country from 2014 to 17. And forget about that. Gandhi family has said, Priyanka Gandhi openly said that she is ready to forgive the killers of her father Rajiv Gandhi. But had they given any statement, they are ready to forgive the killers of Indira Gandhi? No. So their hatred from Bada Ped Girta Hai to Dharti Hilti Hai to Ranjit Singh Bittu shows a pattern. So that's why Gaddar
as I said, it's very, Sudhanshu ji, I have high regard for you. The fact is, as I said, this is the same Congress party, just a minute, had made Manmohan Singh as their Prime Minister for 10 years. So I think to rake up the Sikh issue in the context of what appeared clearly targeting someone who had left the party, I thought maybe was a bit of an overreaction.
I want to make one quick point.
Madam, just a minute. Now you tell me, madam, all of what you are saying, you could have, I come back to it. If Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party believe that Narendra Modi's government has failed on various issues, this was the opportunity to completely nail them inside Parliament. Don't you think it's a missed opportunity, ma'am, in that sense?
I'm coming to that quickly. I make one point. Me and Bittu were colleagues from the beginning in the Youth Congress. Bittu was made as a Youth Congress president. Bittu was made many times MPs because of Rahul Gandhi. He backstabbed us and went to BJP. So we have every right to point out someone who actually who backstabbed us. So there is no point, no Sikh will accept this kind of backstabbing.
You could have called him a betrayer.
So there is no point you expect. No, there is slight difference only, Rajdeep ji. That is very wrong. You see, you don't have an ideology, you are with Congress, then you go to BJP, totally against it. What do you expect us to call him? So then also there is no point to expect PM behave like a statesman. He never behaved one. So now coming to your point. See, I just want to say time and again, we wanted to speak every issue which is affecting this country in the floor of the parliament. That is why our fight, why we went to the treasury benches side, as Sudhanshu said, it's not prohibited. Protest is our right. It's a fundamental right. Constitution has enshrined in everybody, not only the member of parliament. So we have every right to protest. They have protested when we were ruling. They were in opposition. They have protested with banner, placard, whatever it is. So that is a democratical form. So there is no point to tell us not to protest. We wanted to speak in the parliament. Rahul ji was not allowed by none other than Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and the Home Minister and the Defence Minister of this country.
You're saying the Lok Sabha speaker was working. You're making a serious charge. You are saying Lok Sabha speaker was working under the instructions of Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Shah to prevent Rahul Gandhi from speaking in parliament. That's the charge you are making here on the show. I will give 30 seconds. That is obvious.
Yeah, that
okay.
is very obvious.
You believe that it was entirely orchestrated. I have taken your point.
Let me give me 20 seconds. I want to finish. Yeah, I want to finish, Rajdeep ji. So the Prime Minister and the BJP does not want us to raise very important issue which shows Prime Minister in a poor light. Prime Minister was weak. He let down the country. He sold out the country. He does not want Rahul ji say that in the floor of the parliament. That is why they are trying to silence this. But we are not silent.
I've heard both sides.
Now we are exposed the Prime Minister and the BJP.
I've heard both sides. I've given you equal time. I've heard both sides. I've tried to do what perhaps the Lok Sabha speaker unfortunately has failed to do. Give both sides equal time. That's what democracy really should be. That both sides should be heard. This time in parliament, unfortunately, for whatever reason, only one side's voice dominated over the other. Sudhanshu Trivedi and Jyoti ji for joining me here. Thank you very much on my face-off.